Many fandoms of anime, shows, or movies, etc. will forgive genocide, mass murder, planetary destruction, etc. but draw the line at things like misogyny and abortion. Why? Is hating women or abortion worse than killing innocent civilians of an entire city? Obviously not. Like, it's not like that at all. Firstly, let's take a look at one of my favorite characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, Naoya Zenin. This man's worst crime in the show is thinking of women as inferior to his clan's men, bullying said women, belittling them, all that stuff, and also trying to pack up potential men. Now compare that to Mark Grayson, who indiscriminately murked everyone from the Zenin clan, right, or Ryomen Sukuna, who is essentially the embodiment of the devil himself, right? I want you to guess which one of these characters is the most hated. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Time's up. If you guessed female hater or Satan, you are wrong. But if you guessed Naoya Zenin, you, my friend, win a subscribe cookies. Additionally, the sect of JJK fandom that hates Naoya over the others is, of course, the women and some men. And the reason for this is the same reason why the sect that reacted the most negatively to Adam Eve's abortion in Invincible Season 4 was the opposite, the men. Why? Don't worry, my friend, we're about to answer that question too.
But you didn't answer our first question.
Shh, we're getting there. Up until episode 8, Adam Eve was pretty much liked by everyone as a better replacement, better partner for Mark than Amber. The only thing that people had discourse over was how terribly she utilized her powers. However, like she was, when she revealed to Mark that she terminated her pregnancy in this episode, a good portion of the male fans and some of the female fans reacted emotionally to this revelation and went at Eve for a decision, calling her a murderer, saying they would have ended things if they were Mark. They said all sorts of nasty things about her, bro. You would think she was doing what Omni-Man did in season 1. Mind you, everyone seemed fine with what Omni-Man did, and even wanted him to be forgiven by the characters he hurt for the mass murder he did on Earth and much more that he did as a Viltrumite. This man was a space colonizer, yo. But nah, Eve getting unforgivable. I really love the contrast, comparison, and similarities between Naoya Zenin's character and Adam Eve's character because they bring into perspective spheres of realism and fantasy evils. See, in fantasy worlds, fantasy evils are usually overshadowed in discourse by realistic evils provided characters are written well enough, which is why I said Naoya Zenin is a pretty well-written character. This is because the evils that he portrays are the ones that the viewer, reader, or listener has A. experienced, B. seen/observed, C. done. Misogyny and abortion are such sensitive real-world problems that the fantasy problems don't faze the fans nearly as much as anything else. Fantasy problems, aka abstract evils, are simply a vehicle to communicate the stakes of conflicts or unavoidable chaos, usually resting on vague, rigid ideologies, such as the Viltrumites taking over planets, planetary systems, because they're simply better and believe that everything belongs to them because everything else is inferior in the galaxy. Simple, vague, rigid. Realistic evil, however, is rooted in human psychology and tangible events, as I previously talked about. It relates ordinary people to fictional characters through human psychology and thrills the fragility of human empathy, trauma, feelings, and ideological fanaticism. That's why fictional characters are most times used to convey messages that are applicable to the real world. We've seen this happen many times over in cinema. That's why characters like Naoya and Eve are able to ignite such strong emotions in fans because of how human they feel in their respective universes and situations. But you aren't wrong for feeling a strong way about such characters with realistic behaviors. They are written in such a way that they're designed to light up and provoke powerful emotions within you. Maybe the most hated fictional characters aren't the most evil. They're just the ones that remind us of real people. Quote me on that one. Quote me on that one.